Hello everyone, this is Athar Hashim, a math teacher. I like to explain math in English or in Arabic. Math is a language itself. In the previous video, I started talking about solving equations that contain absolute value. And we started with easy ones. With easy cases. Today, in this video, I'm going to solve harder cases. Let's start with the first example. What if we have the absolute value of 4x plus 6 over 5 is equal to 6? As I said in the previous video, always concentrate on what inside the absolute value. Concentrate on what inside the absolute value. Here, as you see, the expression that we have is 4x plus 6 is equal to 5. This expression is equal to 6. And this will be the first case. What about the second case? What inside the absolute value, which is 4x plus 6 over 5, is equal to negative the number that is written in the right hand side. So negative 6. Positive 6 is the first case, and negative 6 is the second case. And I'm going to solve each equation alone. So how to solve it? First, I will multiply both sides by 5, because 4x plus 6 is divided by 5. So to get rid of it, you should multiply both sides by 5. So we are left with 4x plus 6 is equal to 30. Then I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. So we are left with 4x is equal to 24. Finally, I'm going to divide both sides by 4. So this will give x is equal to 6. Now, we're going to solve the other case. The other case, the same thing, I will multiply both sides by 5. So, we're going to multiply both sides by 5. So, in the left-hand side, we are left with 4x plus 6 is equal to minus 30. And then I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. So we are left with 4x is equal to minus 36. Finally, the last step is to divide both sides by 4, and this will give x is equal to minus 9. So as you see here, we got two solutions. X is equal to minus 6 or x is equal to minus 9. Always make sure to check your answers. How? By replacing x by the values you got. So all what I have to do here is to just replace x by 6. So I'm going to have 4 times 6, which is 24. Add 6 to 24, you're going to have 30. 30 divided by 5 is 6, which is the right hand side. So x is equal to 6 is a solution. The same thing you were going to do with x is equal to minus 9. Okay, now let's solve the second example. Here we have 5, let me change the color, 5 multiplied by 10x minus 7, the absolute value, 5 is multiplied by the absolute value of 10x minus 7 plus 13 is equal to 63. Okay. In this equation, as you see, if we concentrate on the left-hand side, you will notice that the absolute value is not isolated. So the first step is to isolate the absolute value expression. How? First of all, I'm going to subtract 13 from both sides. So we're left with 5 multiplied by the absolute value of 10x minus 7 is equal to 63 minus 13. This will give 50. And after that, I need to get rid of 5. How? By dividing both sides by 5. So we are left with the absolute value of 10x minus 7 is equal to 10. And now we have the absolute value isolated in the left-hand side. This is easy to solve. All what I have to do is to write the two cases that I will deal with. So 10x minus 7 is equal to positive 10, and 10x minus 7 is equal to negative 10. I will add 7 to both sides. So 10x will give 17. And then I will divide both sides by 10. So in the first case, x is equal 17 over 10. And here I'll do the same. I will add 7 to both sides. So 10x is equal to minus 10 plus 7. This is minus 3. Finally, divide both sides by 10. So x is equal minus 3 over 10. And again, don't forget to check your answers. Great. Now let's introduce the last case for today. And the problem in this case that we have the absolute value on both sides. So what if we have the absolute value of x minus 3 is equal to the absolute value of x minus 4? Okay. Here in this case, concentrate on the left-hand side. Okay, let's assume that the quantity in the right-hand side is just a number. Let's imagine that. And I will work exactly the same. I will write what inside the absolute value, which is x minus 3, is equal to positive the expression written in the right-hand side, but without the absolute value. So it will be plus x minus 4. Or the second case, x minus 3, what inside the absolute value in the left-hand side is equal to negative the absolute value, the expression written in the right-hand side, but without the absolute value. And because it has two terms, I write it between two parentheses, as you see. And let's solve each equation alone. Here, how to solve equation that has a variable on both sides? Get rid of one of them. So I'll subtract x from both sides. Okay, we are left with minus 3 is equal to minus 4, because x minus x is 0. The same thing on the second side. So as you see here, we got minus 3 is equal to minus 4, and this is false statement. This is not true statement. In this case, when you have a statement that doesn't make sense, you will say that there is no solution. No solution. Okay? What about the second equation? Here, first of all, I'm going to multiply minus by both sides. So x minus 3 is equal to minus x plus, because minus times minus is plus 4. And then I will solve this equation that contains a variable on both sides. How? By getting rid of one of the variables. Minus 1x here is less than 1, so I'll get rid of it. I'm always I like to get rid of the smaller variable. Okay, so how to do that? I will add x to both sides. Now minus x and x is 0, so we are left with 4 in the right hand side. What about the left hand side? X plus x is 2x minus 3. Now let's solve this simple equation. I will add 3 to both sides. So we are left with 2x is equal to 4 plus 3, this is 7. And you need to divide both sides by 2, so x is equal 7 over 2. Let's check if 7 over 2 is a solution. How? I will replace each x by 7 over 2. So I'm going to write 7 over 2 minus 3. And I'll ask myself, is that the same as 7 over 2 minus 4? Here, if you subtract 3 from 7 over 2, you're going to have half inside the absolute value. Is it equal to 7 over 2 minus 4? This will give you minus half. Minus half. Minus 1 over 2. And we know that 1 over 2, the absolute value of 1 over 2 is 1 over 2. And also the absolute value of minus 1 over 2 is 1 over 2. This is a true statement. Great. That means the solution is 7 over 2. This is the end of my video today. I hope you like it. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.